You had a hard freeze here last night. How cold did it end up getting?
It was down to 14.
14. So this is one of your hoop houses, and we have what? Cabbage,
broccoli, and some Brussels sprouts on this side. The open areas were also planted, but we've already harvested those and cleaned out the leftovers. The broccoli left uncovered did suffer a little bit of damage, but we harvested all of the marketable stuff from those plants, so they're just ready to go to our goats for processing.
and this really helps to extend your growing season. Kind of give me an idea of the preparation. What do you do to prepare for this? I see you use drip irrigation, which is great. Give us an idea. I see the wheat straw on the ground for the walking path. Give us an idea of how you prepare for your greenhouse when you plant in here.
Well, what we'll do first is all of the beds that we want to use, we'll cover them with a good layer of compost or chicken litter, and then we'll till those in and form our rows. We'll plant our seeds or plants, and then we come in with the wheat straw for our walkways. Just helps to keep compaction down a little bit. So the process is cleaning out the old stuff, adding new dirt, compost, minerals if you need it, and tilling that in for our seed beds.
Okay. Because this is hoop house number 2, and got some kale growing, turnips growing, broccoli growing. We got some raised beds here where we get started. Walk us through the process of how you use these raised beds, because this is a little unique to me the way you do that. Walk us through that on how you plant with that and what's the benefits of it.
So first, with the benefit of the raised bed, it does help a lot with drainage, so that roots don't get too waterlogged, or the plants themselves. It gives us a nice established pathway to walk on, and that way our bed stays nice and fluffy for the roots to grow if they're a root crop. So like in the last hoop house before, we did not see the mulch on the ground. In here we've brought in mulch, we put that on top of our bed. We use our Hoss push plow to manicure our walkway to get that established, and then we'll use the Hoss again to form the rows where we plan on, whether it's seed or transplant. It gives us a nice line of sight to go by. And that's pretty much it. We'll lay some drip tape down afterwards, put it on a automated system, and we're growing.
I see you didn't skimp on your organic matter here.
Did not.
And if I look over here where the soil's been disturbed, it's really rich, really black. So tell us what you use here.
This part of Georgia, we have a heavy red clay for the most part, and as our soil composition. So adding organic matter here is essential to a good plant health. This year we were able to get with another local farmer who had plenty to offer us. So we're laying down at least 2 inches in our beds to kind of give the plants a good jump start.
What kind of varieties do we have with the kale and the turnips and the broccoli?
The kale behind us is lacinato kale, one of the higher demand in the Athens area. The turnips in the raised bed are purple top turnips, a good old-fashioned standby. And then this broccoli here, this particular variety is called Green Magic. It works well in the hoop house and does good this time of year.
Do you find that kale is one of your top performers as far as bringing the money back in?
Kale does work good. It has a long life. This was planted in October, and we harvest from it every 10 to 14 days. So it's a good continuous income for us. And folks like it. It's in high demand, so it never goes to waste.
Mm-hmm. A lot of hype with the health benefits over the past 3 or 4 years has sure helped with that.
It is. It's good. It's good many ways, in smoothies or
right
in a main dish.
You also use row cover. We got row covers on the ground over here. So these real cold nights that we've had, one reason these look as good as they do is because of the row covers. You cover them up at night. I guess you take them off during the daytime.
Correct.
Okay.
A little extra blanket for everybody really helps them get past the cold nights. If it's not below mid-20s, they can usually go without it, but they're just that much more comfortable when we add it.
They don't get their wires crossed.
So the first step we usually use is to take the Hoss tool with the tines to break up any hard pan that may exist. There's a little section right here just to give us a little loose dirt to work with. Then we just carry it down the row to incorporate what's in the row and also distribute it out a little bit back into our raised bed system.
So Clay, what type of advice would you give to somebody that wants to get into being a market farmer, a small farmer or small acreage, and doing some of the unique type things that y'all do here?
Well, the first thing you have to realize is that you're going to be in for a lot of work. The plants are going to grow themselves, but you've got to get them started. You've got to take care of them the best you can. So for someone who doesn't want to get their hands dirty, or sometimes come in and smell like your garden dirt, it may not be the best career to pursue. But the advantages and the beauty of this is that you are able to be your own boss, and you can see your success and your efforts come in. Like these plants, you start them from seed, where it looks like nothing but dirt, and then a month later you've got a product like this that's ready to go out into the field. So there's a lot of reward in that, seeing things grow from your own work.
Well, we appreciate you letting us come by.
Well, glad to have you.